Salutations, Internet! This is Frosted the Dragon, finally back with more Terminal Velocity. Time for Episode 3, and the planet... Centauri 3, Alpha Centauri 3rd orbit, 4.37 light-years from Earth. The ocean planet of Centauri 3 has a few islands scattered around its surface. Scientists from Centauri 5 have used the planet for scientific experiments, though the atmosphere is poisonous to them. One of the leading engineers has been developing robotic battle drones, Anonymous Mechanicals, or A-Gnomes. His more advanced versions became B-Gnomes and now C-Gnomes. These C-Gnomes turned out to be more playful than practical, and he abandoned his work. Apparently the Xenocytic Initiative has started it up again, and plans on flooding Earth bases with C-Gnome battalions. Destroy the C-Gnome factory and any Hydra sleds you find, and terminate every last C-Gnome you could find. If there's one left, they can rebuild. Do them all. Operative state the Xenocytic Initiative worships Xi, an immensely powerful being. They've taken over the PDCs following the word of their master. Yes, that means we've got a galactic holy war in our hands. Okay, so what do we have here? Enemy ground forces control centers, enemy control headquarters that we need to blow up as much as possible, C-Gnomes that we need to destroy as soon as we find them, Centauri Hydra sleds that patrol research islands, and CAF attack fighters that provide air cover for the research installations. Okay. I'd say water world, but no thanks. So, hate to disappoint, but this is where the last real surprises are as far as finding stuff. This is also a planet where we get smart bombs, so obviously I gotta start using them. And there's tunnels to be had, of course. I have way too many manually aimed missiles. So one thing you're going to discover about the tunnels in here, all of them have C-Gnomes, so spoiler alert, we're never going to be able to destroy all of these things. Also, at least a couple of the tunnels here have way more smart bombs than you'll ever need, so there's that. Yeah, the missiles are just a little too inaccurate for the speed I'm going. And if it weren't for the fact the atmosphere is poisonous, I'd say we almost just blew up a passenger train. Could be a cargo train. Whatever. Of course, they went way too long in these goddamn tunnels. And that tunnel was basically all for naught. We're right about back where we came from. So let's get to actual objectives. This time the walking C-Gnomes are actually objectives. I am really just trying to use an old way overabundance of missiles at this point. Especially given that the manually aimed missiles don't have a whole lot of use outside of boss fights, apparently, to me. Smart bombs sure do, though. Boom. Or should I continue to say damn? I don't know. Because that would be pretty accurate. I was checking before I, Yep. Back to the destroying. Did we ever stop, though? Next. They give you way too many shield restores in this. I guess they're really expecting you to fight all the Hydra sleds. They didn't make the Hydra sleds objectives though, so... at this point, I'm really suffering ending fatigue. Spoiler alert, episode 3 of this sucks. You're gonna see why in the next 2 videos. This is the good part of episode 3 right here. Alright. Let's see what we got on the next island. Because really, there's not much to talk about here. I'm just blowing shit up. And both tunnels have had lasers, so, there's that, I guess. I'd just rather not use the lasers because there's still, a bunch more chance at, use them all up. And done. Yeah, I repeat, this is probably the most interesting part of the entire episode. And there are actually tunnels you don't have to... Well, let's not get into that. You notice the sea gnomes are no longer the primary targets, it's the actual buildings again. They could have done with a little more chasing. If we were to modernize terminal velocity, I'd say explicitly spell out in the mission updates that there's no way they're destroying all the freaking sea gnomes. So, we're in the factory first, and everything associated with it. But that's just me trying to modernize things, so I guess it's irrelevant. I kinda entered that really, at a really sharp angle. Yeah. What are the odds of me having to use the plasma cannon in the later episodes compared to the laser? And that's That's a wrap for the second part of this. Now, for some tunnel hunting. There are 2 tunnels you don't need to go to in the next level. I am so wasteful of these damn missiles. I love how they're expecting you to use this tunnel first. Which is still not a terrible... Yeah, I didn't even enter the thing right. Not a bad music track either. Now there's a power-up I wish showed up more often. So I had thoughts about things, and I'm guessing there's probably a way to set up a net play. Or whatever. So that we can see the multiplayer maps. If I get a significant number of requests to do it, I'll find a way to make that happen, but I'm not going to focus on that for this thing. Watch as my good buddy Seek insists on finding a way to fake networking. I'm almost certain DOSBox has a way, it's just I don't know the exact way myself, because I've never had to do it. But I don't know any other way to get to the 6 levels, and the cheat codes have not been reliable last I checked. I mean, there's the Maniac's code, yes. But I referenced a list, and I'm not sure how you're supposed to get the other ones to work. And note that thing we passed, by the way. It'll be relevant, trust me. I'm doing tunnel hunting first, though. Because I will forget if I don't do this now. God damn, they made this tunnel way too long for its purpose. It is weird. That's a tunnel that's gone way too long without blowing up a casino. And kind of still working on my navigating. Xenome Factory, ladies and gentlemen. Search and destroy missiles are kind of pathetic. Shockwave torpedoes are basically the same thing. Go all over the fucking place, though. And lest I forget, Tunnels and goodies, of course. See, I have to hang on to a smart bomb for something I plan to do later. That's hilarious. That'll seem hilarious as fuck in retrospect. Ah, I need to stop swearing. Where's that stupid jar? Right. Yeah, time I put one of these to use to curb my filthy mouth in recordings, huh? On second thought, I didn't put enough in that time. Sorry. Yeah, that shows how little is going on when I'm actually resorting to busting out the swear jar in the middle of recording. Pathetic, isn't it? And this is the part of the game that I never was fully aware of as a kid, because let's be honest, outside of the shareware episode, I really did not pay attention to this game. So much else. Quake, Rise of the Triad. Well, not as good in that one either. Until later. Let these tunnels be over so I can get out of this planet. Alright, let's get out of here. So, that's part 7 of this. This is Frosty signing out. Join us for the last 2 things, which will be as lackluster as ever.